Welcome to MMA Daily, your go-to source for daily updates, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from the world of MMA. Stay tuned for the latest on fights, fighters, events, and everything you need to know about the sport that never stops. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with all the action. Starting off, Khamzat Chimaev makes a big prediction for his UFC run in 2025. Moving on, Makhachev shares preference on who he wants to fight next. Lastly, Aljamain Sterling eyes April return, names Brian Ortega as potential opponent. UFC star Khamzat Chimaev has made a big prediction for his run in the promotion this year. As we know, Khamzat Chimaev is one of the scariest fighters in all of mixed martial arts. He has achieved some incredible things up to this point in his career, but of course, his biggest goal is still ahead of him. The man known as Boars is hungry to become a UFC champion, with many believing he should be the next in line for a shot at the winner of Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland 2. At the bare minimum, fans can't help but marvel at what he was able to do to Robert Whittaker in their encounter last year. Chimaev made it look easy, and he hopes to do the same thing when competing for the belt. In a recent message sent on his social media, Chimaev reaffirmed his desire to fight for the gold this year. 2025, I will take this belt, inshallah, and no one can stop it. Who knows, maybe there's a chance that Khamzat will be forced to fight again before going after the belt. Either way though, it seems inevitable at this point that he's going to become a world champion. If he doesn't, then it'll take the performance of a lifetime from the champion in question in order to get past him. Makhachev wants a fresh UFC title challenger for his next defense. Makhachev put his name in the history books after he set a new record for the most successful UFC lightweight title defenses. He defeated Renato Moicano, who was a late replacement opponent after Arman Tsarukyan pulled out of the fight due to a back injury. Makhachev ended up submitting Moicano in the opening frame to push his title defenses to 4. There's no word on who might be next for Makhachev, but the reigning 155-pound champion has one name in mind. Makhachev recently took to Ushatyka to express his desire to put the UFC lightweight championship on the line against Justin Gaethje. I like this idea because I haven't fought Justin yet. I've already fought Oliveira and Arman, and preparing for the same opponent is not such a big motivation. But if Gaethje shows himself well in the next fight, we can meet. Gaethje is scheduled to take on Dan Hooker in the co-main event of UFC 313. The highlight is hoping to rebound after being on the receiving end of a last-second knockout against Max Holloway at UFC 300 back in April 2024. A strong showing might just grant Gaethje one more crack at UFC gold. UFC CEO Dana White has said that Arman Tsarukyan won't be getting the next lightweight title opportunity. Tsarukyan has called for a rematch with Charles Oliveira to determine the #1 contender. Oliveira believes he's due for his own rematch against Makhachev, but nothing has been made official at this time. Aljamain Sterling is circling a potential April return date. Sterling is hoping to make his first fight of 2025 a successful one. He ended 2024 with disappointment, losing a highly competitive clash against Movsar Evloev on the UFC 311 prelims. It's a fight that the former UFC bantamweight champion believes he should have won. While Sterling suffered his first loss as a featherweight, he's still eyeing 145-pound gold. During an interview, Aljamain Sterling said that besides a potential showdown with Arnold Allen, which he has mentioned in the past, he'd also like to share the octagon with Brian Ortega. A lot of fans don't think I lost that fight. I would love to run it back with him. If not, maybe fight Arnold Allen, Brian Ortega. I'd say I'm maybe 1 or 2 fights away from featherweight title shot. If he's going to vacate, then that puts 2 new challengers to fight for a vacated belt. So, it really depends. I don't really know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm patiently waiting. Hopefully, I can make my return in April, maybe fight again in August or September, and get ready to go. Thanks for watching another video on MMA Daily. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more of the latest MMA news. Stay tuned for the next one. See you soon. Take care.